maybe it's a little ode to being a Boston Bruin. Greg Brown giving them the nod to begin the game.
They drop the puck, and the 73rd Beanpot is underway. Harvard will rip it over by the Eagles, but they're able to get it back. Radivojevic sent it up the right side. Vogt. Charette directs it to the far wall. BC able to keep this puck in, and we're going to start to see our first.
Talk about last night in Tampa.
Not touching
Not
that
yet. Later we will.
Harvard controls off the draw. Here's Thompson, who leads the Crimson in scoring. He deals it up top. Tresca now. Directed to the far side, and it's tapped back of the net. Go. Thompson across. Tresca fires. And he missed the short side. And the Crimson inadvertently cleared out to center ice. They got a delay. They tag up. BC's going to change some of its penalty killers. Harvard's power play at 17.5%. And the BC penalty kill head the other way. The pass up top, grabbed by Fortescue. He scores! Drew Fortescue able to sizzle one by the glove. And BC on top 1-0.
Well, Harvard gets the power play. They end up getting a good shot at the end of it, but it's a pad save by Cloutier that helps kill the penalty and kicks up the ice. Minetian's going to have the puck go back off the skate of a defender, and Fortescue comes in. This is a good look up top. Watches St. Louis and tries to close the gap. It goes off the skate of the back checker, and then there comes the shot off the skate of a defender, and Fortescue comes in. This is a good look up top. Watches St. Louis and tries to close the gap. It goes off the skate of the back checker, and then there comes the shot from Fortescue, Drew Fortescue. To just say, guys, keep playing the smart way. It's early, but guys, don't chase. Don't start doing things that aren't what we do.
Fortescue, a third-round pick of the Rangers back in 2023. He's the guy who's opened the scoring. Puck pounded around. Conmee sent it across. He's just recently back into the lineup. Greg Brown still doesn't have Teddy Stiga in his lineup. He was hoping to have him available here for the Beanpot. Conmee, the Hall of Famer and head coach of the Canadians, Marty St. Louis. Oh, Harvard nearly had a pocket pick. Severo couldn't complete the stick lift.
Well, nice play by Berard, though, to hold him center ice there in the first place.
Here's Tresca, the Newton native. This puck is
last play.
7th-round pick of the Bruins back in 21. Now this puck by Ruonen sent over to the far side, deflected by Gallant over the glass, and we've got ourselves a stop.
Let's go back to the goal one more time, just to show you. Minetian is the one serving the penalty. As well, see them both wearing the C on their sweater. It means so much, and it's just little things like that that make a huge difference.
Morden with a drive, and that's pounded off the end boards. BC unable to clear it out cleanly. Now they just slap it into the neutral zone.
The other thing about both those players, Judd, is they've developed year to year. They haven't.
This puck out. Conmee paid the price. Here's Moore to the right circle. Cuts in. Couldn't squeeze off the shot. And then Charette came out, made the stop, but he's lost his crease. Now he steps back in. Little scramble here. Somebody's without a stick. Crimson played 9 minutes. Drew Fortescue with the game's only goal. And this shot is ramped up over the glass. And we'll have a face-off.
Well, another D-man from Boston College activating, getting up in the play. Let's go back to the first big hit. Conmee's going to get it. I think it's Guzzo that's going to come up and just give it to him right there. Beg your pardon, it's Will Hughes. William Hughes is the one to get him. And then here's the save at the other end. Moore tries to go far post. And wait, Judd, no problem.
They'll get set for the face-off in the right circle. But Greg talked about that Moore's high hockey IQ and his skill allows him to make the adjustment as an 18-year-old freshman. BC jumps the check. Back of the net. Sent around to the near side and up top. This long drive coming in, floats wide. Hacked Knocked into the corner. Gasso took a check. He and Langenbrunner shoulder to shoulder. And now Thompson. A good dish. Here's Langenbrunner. Long shot. That's gloved by Cloutier. Now at the red line, it's flipped in by Kostadinsky, another Bruins draft pick. He has steadily moved up and played a little bit more for BC this season.
Got another guy, though, that has to grow into his body. He's 6'6". And he's got a long way to go.
Well, up top, Kostadinsky lost his footing, but he's able to keep it in. Drilled up top. This long drive sucked in by Charette. You got a good look at it.
Yeah. Got
Teddy Donato, the last time that Harvard has won this, and that came in 2017. And he said that was a great memory in part because he had his son Ryan on the team. But he said overall we haven't had a lot of success as a school in the Beanpot. Again, they've only won it 11 times, and the last came in 2017. So this puck is directed over to the near side. But Billy, he mentioned it. It wasn't really a win or a goal or a play, and he was obviously a guy who also had a chance to play in it.
Yeah.
He said the first time you stand on, start to make some changes. Drew Fortescue with the game's only goal. And this puck leaves the surface.
Go back to the Will Hughes play. William Hughes is going to get the puck on his back end, the kid out of Andover, big and strong, and he's been heavy on pucks for this team there. He tries to corral.
He'll chip to the corner. Batted around by Manetian. He gets it back. He'll try the near side to Hemming. A flip to the middle. Gasso. He drives to the circle. Picked off. Harvard coming in its last 6 games had only allowed 8 goals. Now Hemming shoots. Charette the save. They score! James Higgins buries it. 2-0 BC.
We haven't got a chance to talk about Oscar Hemming, the young Finn who just acclimated to Boston College the second semester. This kid's going to be a heck of a player. Watch this little skill play right there. Chip by the defender, gets to the middle, and a one-stride shoots, but the rebound can't be controlled. The quick shot, and in comes Higgins right there. A little self-pass by Hemming. The box-out attempt by Langenbrunner, but there's Higgins to slap it upstairs free.
Driven wide by Miller. Harvard able to keep it in. Healy sent it back of the net. The Hull native. His dad had a cup of coffee with the Bruins. He was a terrific scorer in the American Hockey League. Conmee double teamed. Higgins to the slot. Shot it just wide as he attacked with some speed.
There you see the ability of James Hagan to create with the puck on his stick and to get himself, his edge work is excellent. His icing's going to be called here, Judd. The way that he can create with puck on it.
Quick change, picked off. A good read by Cohen. He'll pop it down low. Banged over to the near side, and this will float to the point, held in by Lane. Well, there was a sequence earlier in the period, Billy, where we saw Cloutier made a couple of big saves. It was right after.
Yeah, turnover. Yeah.
BC had gotten on the board. They score! It's Higgins again. Back door along the near side. He bangs it home. Make it 3-0 BC.
All right. Harvard has talked about how they're better defensively. The structure to the neutrals on. It's one of the reasons why lately, Judd, they've been good. Boston College is taking it to them through the neutral zone right now. There's that acceleration. It's a pass over wide. And the pass comes back, Hemming over to Higgins. Actually goes off the stick of the Harvard defenseman, but Hemming keeps it up, and then good redirect by Higgins, who turns his head. He hadn't played a game in a long time since the Holinka event in the offseason.
Severo shoots. Cloutier kicked it out, and he had to kick it away from some oncoming Crimson forwards. This will trickle out. Healy's got it. He'll deal to Cohen. This one goes all the way down, and we have an icing call.
but you don't need to be released to go play the NCAA. So Brian Darnell, one of the assistants at Boston College who had been recruiting him, said, hey, let's do it. He agreed for development. He wanted to come here, so not playing in major junior. And he fast-tracked himself recently as the save is made. He fast-tracked himself academically to get ready to come here. So bright kid off the ice, on the ice, I think you can tell as well.
He was 1-on-3. Moore sent it far side. Drilled out in front. Charette the save. He has to reach behind with that glove just to make sure.
Yeah. You know, it was a save, but I don't know how confident he was that he'd be able to seal it. Good movement up top. Eventually leads to the shot coming from Minetian. Moore, again, showing his stride and his skill. There's going to be a pass over to Minetian, who surfs down to that side, and he tries to go far post. Showed how beautifully he does it and evades people. I do think, though, putting him on wing has also helped him an awful lot. I'm sure there was a little hesitation on his part, but Greg Brown knows what he's doing, and you have to be able to play both if you're going to accelerate to the next level. And I think it's been good. It's kind of freed him up in many ways.
Thompson up top. Tail end of a power play here for Harvard. And this drive up top steered aside. Bracco got it on net. Now out in front. Severo sent it off the side of the cage. Rebound, they score! That might have been Healy out in front who chipped it under the crossbar. And Harvard comes out and they get on the board. It's 3-1 BC.
Well, you said it. Yeah, the short power play remaining. But what did we talk about at the end of the first period, Judd? They weren't shooting enough. They were waiting for things. They weren't setting up. They weren't utilizing bodies in front. Here they simplified. They got a point shot. They attacked the net. You got 4 red sweaters, crimson sweaters, down low now, attacking Cloutier, finding the puck. The loose puck cannot be corralled, and that is Healy, who swats it upstairs over the shoulder to make it a 2-goal deficit now. A huge goal to start the period for Harvard.
For Healy, that's only his 3rd goal of the season. BC throws the puck in deep, and we have ourselves a stop here.
We'll go back about a minute or so ago and show you the chance. And Gallant's out on the ice, and Joe Miller's got the puck on the side. Gallant and Miller have developed some chemistry. This is kind of just an area pass, like leading the receiver. Miller's, I think the shot's going to be, or pass is going to be just a little bit off the heel of the stick of Cloutier. Doesn't get it cleanly.
Scahan. And this shot blockered aside by Charette. Conmee. He'll drive. Now spins and holds. Scahan. Conmee shoots. This one sails over the protected netting. Michael Hagens goes rink wide. James Hagens deflects it in. St. Louis coming back to help out the Crimson, able to escape this one out. Now Harvard with a steal on Kostadinsky. Dragged in by Guzzo. Look out, he took a shot up high and he's down. Hopefully he's okay. We play on.
Looks like his arm.
He took some heavy contact. BC. Solove. Now Stefanik. And BC will dump it in. BC with 3 in the first. Harvard the lone goal here in the second. As Charette dives out, made a stop. And then in the slot, Sondriel down in some pain. Cups. And we got an icing call here on Harvard.
Guzzo went right from the ice, by the way, after the hit down the tunnel, trying to get word he's come back. We're told that he has not come back yet. Again, Teddy Donato was not happy with the decision.
Little help. It's chipped ahead and driven all the way back. They're going to say this puck deflected, so no icing here. Fortescue. Had a waist-high pass. Frees the puck. But it just eludes Langenbrunner. He'll trudge back for it. Morton's on it. And now speeding ahead is Ruonen. And we have an icing call here. Faceoff will come down to our left.
Well, this is where you see Greg Brown.
Change. And it's picked off. Look out here. A breakaway chance as Conmee shoots. Charette the stop. Keeps his team in range. Back of the net, Gallant with a steal. Lost his footing. Cloutier was having a problem scrambling back into the blue paint.
Kind of similar to Charette just a few minutes ago.
Fell down. That allows BC to break it out with just under 7 minutes left in the second. Stay with us for game 2. That'll be BU and Northeastern. Face off at 8 o'clock. Left of the net. Charette the save. This puck hops free. Murray will scramble ahead.
I feel like he looks much more comfortable here in this second period, Judd.
Tresca across. Good back check there by Moore. He'll scoop it up. Shoveled ahead. Cut off by Langenbrunner. He'll power it ahead. Severo set it up. Thompson backhand through the goal mouth. And now BC looking to break. They'll dump it into the corner. Moore gets there first. Centered. Charette, a great blocker save as Hagen snuck in. He has the only goal here in the second. It came right after a Harvard power play had expired as he dove down to get a loose puck. Miller, pocket pick, took too long. Oh, then with a hook, we're definitely going to have a call here. Delayed penalty indicated. Hagens. Sandrio, and it's gloved by Charette. Shoots. Charette slides out, made the stop. He had Letourneau in front of him. Conmee shoots. Charette fought it off.
Good save. Real good save.
Conmee now. Letourneau shoots. Charette fought that one off. This won't find its way out. BC trying to break the Harvard Crimson down. One of the best penalty kills in the nation. Sent out in front. Charette the save. And then the third period. That's what Harvard used to get itself started in the second. And made it 3-1. Here's Hagens, catches. Slinks up top. Gustafsson. Hagens across. Tipped, intended for Conmee. Now that drive, Hagens with an opportunity far side. Bothered by Ruonen. Conmee across. That won't get through the box. Instead, it sails over the glass.
I think it was a good play by Ruonen to help keep it just a 2-goal deficit. The Finnish center. Let's see if he gets a stick on it here. He's reading the play. His puck's going to come middle ice right there. Sure does. Is able to swat it away right before the attempt from James Hagens coming in. So excellent play by the 6'2" Finnish forward.
He's only 19, a freshman.
Came from the same area as the goaltender Koskenvuo, who just played at Harvard. That's how they knew of him.
They score from long range at the right point. And it's a hat trick for James Hagens. A blast. That a power play goal. We'll see if he gets it. Letourneau went through the line first. But BC extends to a 4-1 lead.
Letourneau, 29, is going to go to the front of the net. I think he gets his stick on it. They're looking at each other. You got it, I got it. Which one got it? As you said, Letourneau goes through the line. But the way, Charette's thinking it's coming more to that left side. And I think Letourneau gets up. This look should show it the best, Judd. Let's see if we get it. Hard to tell. But usually the goals.
BC already with a 4 spot through 40 minutes. Gasso shields the puck, but then lost it in the neutral zone. A good poke there by Gallant. And it's driven down low. Eagles going for a change. Dragged ahead by Healy. He has the lone Harvard mark. And this one sizzled over the crossbar. Good shot there by Moore. And this one is deflected in. Charette will let Cohen come back to take it. We're early in the third period. BC with a 4-1 lead. Resendez shoots. Blocked by Cohen. Gallant able to free the puck. It's chipped ahead but not out.
a very high quality chance for Harvard.
Big kid 6'5". Crimson fire this puck. It's blocked and then lifted out. Glove by Morton. Across to Langenbrunner. He'll steer a backhand ahead. Thompson's had a hard time finding some open ice here tonight. He's Harvard's leading scorer. Banked ahead by Murray. His pass a little too firm, and it's shoveled deep. Charette played it over. Held in by Joyce. And now out Solove, hounded by Higgins. Brought in, his team doing some changing. He had to hold it for a little bit. Lane dumped it to the corner. Stefanik spun around.
2 minutes ago or so.
Well, that power play goal that Harvard allowed at the tail end of the second period, as Higgins ripped it just wide. Only the 6th they've allowed all year. This shot just trickled wide. He had Letourneau out in front.
Good tip, really good tilt deflection.
Gustafsson shoots. He was looking for Letourneau, couldn't fish it through. Conmee had it, lost it, and it's driven all the way down. Cloutier played it up the right side. Here's Higgins. 2 goals and an assist here tonight. Letourneau 1-1. Higgins shuttled it to the corner, picked off. Pass looking for Hemming just out of his reach. Sondriel had his stick lifted. Langenbrunner in a wrestling match, and Harvard comes back to help him out. This puck winds up on the bench.
Let's go back to that power play. We're going to show you a couple of chances. Gasso is going to have a shot blocked, and it goes, right to Higgins, who's ready to shoot. He has it wide as the puck is on edge. And then Letourneau here, he's just developing different skills, Judd. You know, we already saw a tip goal here. He gets himself from screener to tipper in a matter of seconds. The big guy, then the pass over to Hemming in front. There's the save that you talked about, Beans.
BU and Northeastern squaring off. Hemming pushed it out to the neutral zone, cut off by Murray. Shuttles it to the far side. A little too far for Miller. Charette out to help. You can hear the decommunicating. Bracco then sent it around to the far side. But you got trouble here. Hagen's creating a problem. And now exiting of the Crimson. They'll drop it deep. Gallant. Ruonen in to win the draw. Bracco kicks to the stick. Healy shoots. That sailed wide. Chopped back of the net. Gallant centered. Ruonen. That puck flipped into the air. And now BC couldn't bang it out. Miller up top. Thompson walking the line. Healy
just takes away from Healy and forces him to have to make that play.
This long drive, they score! It's ripped in up top. That was Hemming who just blasted one home. Or actually Gustafsson. And Gustafsson will seal this one for BC.
Face-off one. The freshman, Radovojevic, skates it over, takes 2 strides, puts it perfectly in.
BC came in, scored 3 times in the first period, got a key late second period power play goal to make it 4-1. They tack on the only goal here in the third period. And they are moving on to play next Monday in the Beanpot title game.